Quebec's language watchdog has set its sights on an institution many Montrealers are familiar with, the Burgundy Lion pub. According to the owners here, the OQLF sent them a letter, and you can probably guess one of the things they're taking issue with. They say the sign on the front of the restaurant doesn't meet the predominance of French requirement. Right now the sign reads Pub Burgundy Lion, but could it read Pub Lion Bourgogne?
Pub Burgundy Lion is Burgundy is a neighborhood. Lion and pub are both French words. They mentioned in the conversation, I would mention that we just needed to add French words to the sign, so we could leave Pub Burgundy Lion maybe. It's part of our brand. It's been there 17 years. It doesn't need to change. Then he sent me a report stating that no, indeed my sign isn't French enough and that I'd have to change it. I responded to him and said no, we won't be changing the sign.
The OQLF also flagged some of the language used on the Burgundy Lion's online platforms.
I mean, it was almost perfect, but there was a few words that were not bilingual, which I was happy that he pointed out. I was happy that I didn't realize it was the case, and we were happy to change that.
Tighter rules on the use of languages other than French in commercial signage came into effect earlier this summer, tied to Bill 96, which was passed in 2022.
Now we really have this sizing requirement where French must be markedly predominant, so basically twice as large as signage text in a different language. Companies that have 25 or more employees in Quebec, the OQLF can enter into a francization plan with the employer to ensure that French is used in the workplace and that the business complies with all of the other relevant French language laws, for example, public signage. They're using the term Burgundy Lion, not Little Burgundy. There's maybe a bit of a gray zone here in terms of what would be acceptable or not.
In a statement, the OQLF said this case is still being reviewed, no decisions have been made, and they didn't respond to our questions about the Lion sign. Meanwhile, Lyle says he intends to do everything he can to convince the OQLF to reconsider and set its sights elsewhere.
We're also, make no qualms about it, we're a British pub in Quebec, so I think that maybe puts some more of a target on our backs.
The OQLF says Pub Burgundy Lion has until November 12th to send detailed plans of the changes they'll make to their signage, and if they don't, they could face steep fines in the future.